Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here, welcome back to the channel for another update on PancakeSwap, ticker symbol Cake. Now, 1 month ago we talked about how there was an absolutely huge move incoming for Cake, and we've pretty much moved down to our price target, so I just wanted to update what I think on the market, where do I think we could potentially see a bounce from. So what we really highlighted as a majority in the last video is this massive impasse with a price target all the way down at $1.85. Now, as you can see, really in the past 2 weeks or so, Cake has just turned on turbo mode and we've absolutely just started melting to the downside. Bearish engulfing candle after bearish engulfing candle, monthly bearish engulfing candles after bearish engulfing candle. So it looks like we're heading down to this price target very soon. Once again, around about the $1.85 region. However, if we do come over to this chart and look at some of our Fibonacci's, such as if we come over to here, you can see the swing low from the most recent bear market low, which this week we've just invalidated. In fact, if we come over to the daily time frame, you can see really in the past 3 days, we've started to melt through the floorboards of this level. If we look at another macro Fibonacci from this swing low up to this swing high, you can see these collectively do have a little bit of support coming in right down here at the 1.618 Fibonacci and down here at the 1.236 Fibonacci. So these boxes kind of come into confluence with around about $1.80 down to about $1.75. And of course, as we previously talked about, this price target that we've been eyeing up for a while on Cake is down here at $1.85. So if we mark $1.85, what you can see is there is quite a lot of confluence coming down into this box right here. And I do think it's potential that, you know, as we do come down into this box, we could lollygag for a little while before deciding the next move for Cake. If we load up the oscillator, the stochastic RSI, you can see right now we're pretty much coming down to zero. And if we clear up the chart very quickly, you can see this can either go, you know, one of both ways. When this hit zero down here, let me change the color of this to blue or something, get rid of the EMA ribbons and the bull market support bands. You can see when we previously had both of these moving averages converge down to zero, this did cause a dead cat bounce. I'm not saying this is going to start, you know, a new bull run. This would just be a short-term bounce for Cake. You can see down here, they pretty much came into zero, and this came into a bounce for Cake. Over here, however, you can see both the moving averages came down to zero, had a really small dead cat bounce for a few weeks, and then just got absolutely annihilated. So, you know, right now I am seeing, you know, outside of obviously just what's happening in Cake, there's a lot of weakness in the altcoin market right now. So in the coming weeks or so, Cake has a pretty important decision to make. Do bear in mind, if we're coming over to the altcoin market right now, we did just have a macro rejection on the 618 Fibonacci. So this macro rejection may cause Cake to do something like this, where we remain completely oversold for a very long period in time. You can see we were over at zero for about 100 days, and every time we tried to come up, we had about a week or two worth of a bounce before pegging back down to the next level. So all in all, if this is a cryptocurrency that you do want me to keep updated, then let me know in the comment section down below. If it does well, I'll consider covering this more often, because Cake is actually something that I am eyeballing for the next cycle. If you didn't know, I have talked about Cake before, you know, a year or so ago, when my channel was much smaller. I have talked about this before, but Cake is something that I do have my eyes on. I like the staking implementations on Cake, but nonetheless, going off on a tangent, in the immediate short term, we've still got a little ways to go down to the price target, about another 13% drop. And if we come over to our other charts, let's come over to this chart for Cake and reset what was going on. There is even more leeway to come to the downside to these price targets, round about a 17% drop. So, you know, all in all, expect round about a 17% drop for Cake, at which point we'll start to see the stochastic RSI and other oscillators such as the money flow index start to kind of lollygag around this zero region, and then at which point we can have a decision in the markets. Will we come down to these levels? Really keep your eyes on like 175, because I'm just not seeing any other significant Fibonacci pairs beneath this level at this moment in time. Sure, you can draw a tiny bit lower. There's always another, you know, slightly smaller fib that you can draw from. If we break beneath there, you can drop all the way down to the 2 extension of this most recent move. Instead of a 17% move, that would be a 30% move. But really, if you start falling beneath 150, you're absolutely boned, because there's absolutely nothing beneath us at this moment in time. As you can see, if we zoom out to a chart that had, you know, listing prices on Cake from way back in the day, you can see, you know, beneath like this $2 region, Beneath this 180 region, there's nothing down until about $1.50, and then as you can see, we just had a parabolic run up. There's absolutely nothing in the markets until you come all the way down to $1. So like I said, I'll keep you updated. It's not looking too good though. I definitely think we're probably going to drop at least another 17 to 20% in the next coming week or so. How we respond to 175 or 150 is absolutely detrimental. If we just start to see the stochastic RSI just start to lollygag and the price continue to break down like we did over here, we could be witnessing a $1 cake very, very soon. But for today, my friends, that's all I've got. If you do enjoy my content, as always, let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. Share the videos with your friends. If you want to further support the channel, click the join button and become a member today. Follow me over on Twitter at 618_cowboy. I'll leave it here. I'm out. Peace.